Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day on my channel, Crypto Lifer, I bring you the news. That's right. I kind of show you what's happening. We talk about, innovations. What if something like Sports Illustrated launches new Polygon-based box office ticketing platform? Oh my God, something like this. Sports Illustrated and Polygon, more big names are going to be meshing in with the Web3 idea and with our crypto coins. Physical is going digital in more ways than one. Sports Illustrated has been joining the ranks of traditional magazine publishers looking for innovative digital-first maneuvers to keep their brands relevant. For Sports Illustrated or SI, it's led down the path of self-service ticketing. Over the past week, SI has launched Box Office, the brand fresh new take on ticketing. Ticketing has been the top of the mind for NFT advocates since the earliest stages of NFT evolution. The fit isn't natural. Ticketing has long been dominated by high-fee rigid industry that has lacked the innovation for a long time. Ticket resale has been on a focal point of U.S. regulatory discussion, and the industry has gone largely unchanged. Furthermore, regardless of the lack of innovation throughout the industry, ticketing often just feels like a hand-in-glove fit for NFT solutions. At its core, ticketing is generally seen as a straightforward peer-to-peer transaction between typically two trusted parties, right in the wheelhouse of what NFTs can potentially optimize. Amazing to see Polygon and Sports Illustrated. We'll take a look at the Polygon chart, see if that is getting affected at all with that movement today. Well, one of the first ICOs I ever got into was Tix. It was like tickets, and it was the same idea. They sold us a dream, never really completed on it. I put half a Bitcoin into that when it was 3,000. Sad to say, I lost my $1,500, and that could have been a half a Bitcoin that turned into 35,000. But hey, I haven't won every single thing that I've done in my investing life. Again, and I'm not a financial advisor. Not like I say, Andy should be taking as financial advice, just to make clear. But you're going to take some bumps along the road. It's how you deal with those bumps. So I have definitely things that have happened to me in the past that weren't perfect. Circle refuses to hold longer dated treasuries on concern U.S. government might default. Circle, the issue of USDC stablecoin, is refusing to hold treasuries that mature beyond early June amid concerns U.S. politicians will fail to agree to raise the debt ceiling, risking a default on the U.S. government debt, CEO Jeremy Allaire told Politico. We don't want to carry exposure through a potential breach of the ability of the U.S. government to pay its debts. Circle Reserve Fund, which is managed by BlackRock. This would make sense if the IMF is in cahoots with our politicians. They would say, hey, listen, let's default on the debt. Let's collapse the dollar, right? Let's get people into the CBDC. Let's freak them out. Because they need every single time the central banks of the world have moved us from one system to the other, they've used a man-made devastational process. Like they want people to think things are horrible. They scare the citizens into remittance. Do what we tell you to do. Stay scared. I always tell everyone, how do you scare a city? You create scarcity, right? Scarcity, scare a city. Isn't that interesting? The words are together. But remember, anyone that's pushing you into fear, like where's the debt? Anytime you see the news and it's trying to push you into fear, remember, they're attempting to control you. Through fear, you control many, many people. If you're not afraid, it's very hard to be controlled. That's why they don't like people believing in themselves. They don't like people building themselves up. They want to break you down. They want you to drink alcohol. That's why every commercial is alcohol, alcohol. And it's so funny that they push alcohol during sports events when nobody on that court or nobody on that field is drinking alcohol to hit their highest potential. Yet they sell alcohol during the commercials. It doesn't make any sense. Like, was Tom Brady drinking beer before? I mean, there was one guy, I guess David Wells was hammered during, but that's an exception to the rule. Circle's USDC is the second largest stablecoin after Tether, with about $29 billion worth in circulation, according to the data compiled by the block. In a statement accompanying the quarterly results Tuesday, Tether said 85% or its reserves are held in cash equivalents, and other short-term deposits. When someone with that much money doesn't want to get down, you know what I mean? It could be a problem. It could be a problem too. That's not a good sign, honestly, that a company holding stablecoins does not want to commit to their U.S. Treasury. It used to be kind of the easiest yield you could find, and the most, basically the most substantial people are like, all right, they're not going to default on the debt, so I'll always be able to make money on the treasuries. That's not the case. Circle isn't alone shedding treasuries that mature after the X date. The yield on treasury bill maturing May 23rd has declined to about 4.2%, while the yield for the bill maturing June 13 has risen to nearly 5.5, according to the data from Bloomberg. The two notes yield roughly the same at the end of March. That's pretty crazy, And developers deploy Uniswap contracts on Bitcoin as BRC20 SHIB, PEP, and gain popularity. Interesting. And there was a Pepe on BRC20 way before the Pepe that we knew now. A group of developers have deployed Uniswap smart contracts onto the Bitcoin network to capitalize the rise of BRC20 tokens to develop the decentralized finance ecosystem. Called Trustless Market, the protocol has racked up daily volumes of 500,000 over 200,000 users. Providers earn 2% of the cut on all swaps conducted on the network. Almost most of these tokens are meme coins instead of tokens that may be used in a sophisticated DeFi application built on Bitcoin. But it still counts as a start. And you can go to brc20.io, which I've been putting a lot of my people on. We started getting in early. And wow, that market cap was at $1 billion, already back down to 409. Half a $1 million has been taken out. But there's my VMPX right there, right? Back at 20 cents. We were getting in at 3 cents. Still holding some nice gains, about a 7x, depending, 6 cents if you got in a little later, depending where you got in. Market cap's 21 million. It was 33 already. It got a bit of a sell-off already. The volume's 411,000. But I believe over time, these inscriptions could go up to some major, major values. I'm just going to hold it. And I put 750 in. Either I lose the 750 completely. It was a completely, again, I'm not a financial advisor. It was a complete speculation move for me. And I could have sold off, but I wasn't even sure how to get the VMX over to MEXC. Right now, I only see them trading MEXC2, not on the futures account as well. So it's only futures is what I'm saying. Okay.